All right, Pisces, let's get into a reading. So today is cleaning day. I'm getting my house in order, doing all the things, deep cleaning cars, and I felt this urge to come do a reading. I had heard while I was cleaning, why is the universe making me spend this season alone? So some of you could have that question. So let's see. Let's see why the universe is making you spend a season or some time alone. What's the purpose of it? What clarity? I'm seeing the Hermit. So it could be allowing you to find yourself, what you stand for, who you are. Because let's be honest. If you grow with a partner, you're going to be a completely different individual than if you would grow individually. Now, I will say that if you grow individually, it is harder to merge with someone, but it's not impossible. But this moment, I wanted to say moment of silence, could be to allow you to find yourself, who you're meant to be. And some of you, that is your life path. That's your life purpose. I'm seeing 8844. So some of you might start seeing that number. Someone's address could be 8844. That could be the end of someone's phone number, email address. But I feel for you in this lifetime, it is crucial for you to be your authentic self. It is crucial for you not to get to the end of your life and go, oh my God, why did I listen to so-and-so? Why was I in so-and-so's shadow? I wish I would have done. That's not your story in this lifetime. Now, it's interesting because you guys seen the cards fall on the floor. I picked these cards up and I got down and I picked those up, and look what this is. The Hermit and the Lover. See, that's what I'm saying. The Hermit, again, is about self-reflection, sometimes isolation. But if you notice in the Hermit card, there's a light here. It's for a purpose. What can I change to get me to what I want? I no longer want to be out in the cold financially. What do I need to change? I don't want to be one of those people who's working a 9 to 5. What do I need to change? Here's an example. Let's say that you're at a season right now where you feel like nothing's going right. Plus, you're also feeling isolated and lonely, and you're just not understanding. You know, you make plans, they fall through. You go to date someone, doesn't work out. You go to hang out with family members, something comes up. That's what I'm getting with this energy. And I think this moment has a purpose. And I think the purpose is what do you desire? If you're scared of going places by yourself, why? Why are you more scared of going to places by yourself or experiencing things by yourself than missing out on the whole experience as a whole? And let's say that there's something you wanted to do and you missed out. You didn't have nobody to go with, or the people were going to go with you, they canceled. Something happened and you decided not to go. Why? Why did you decide to not go do something you wanted to do? So for a lot of you, the reason this is happening is for not only for you to find yourself, but for you to really understand who you want to be in this lifetime. And for you to go after that. Spirit doesn't want you to be one of those individuals in this lifetime where you're like, I wish I would have. If only I could go back. They don't want those words to come out of your mouth. Maybe you've had a lifetime where you've done that. Maybe you haven't had that lifetime yet and it's here coming up, but it ain't this one. There's been a lot of people in your life who have crumbled foundations with you. There are a lot of people in your life that had no clue how to handle you, how to appreciate you, how to accept you. Here's an example. Pisces, you fell in hands of people who didn't know how to hold you. It's like giving a toddler a piece of cake. Realistically, if you give a toddler a piece of cake, what's the first thing a toddler does? Like a 1-year-old, maybe a 2-year-old. Their initial reaction when you give them something, even if it is soft, even if it is something that could crumble, even if it is something that is rare, that is precious, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to crumble it. They're going to grab it. Or they're going to put it in their mouth. Sometimes we have to learn the hard way that you can't trust children with precious things. And some of you in this lifetime, you've been dealing with childlike souls. People who were maybe immature. People who were about one-on-one only. People who were learning and they were learning the hard way. And boy, let me tell you, you were a part of it. You're going to notice a lot of noises in the background because, again, like I was saying, I was cleaning. Like, I have a lot to get done today, and this was not one of them, but here we are. But yeah, and I feel like everything that's happened has changed your perspective on what you want to give your time to, what you want to give your energy to, what you see as stable. There could have been at least 3 to 5 circumstances or situations that made you feel the most vulnerable you've ever felt. Whether it is a divorce, maybe multiple. Maybe it's a divorce and a business failed. Maybe it's friendships you thought would never be done and over. Maybe these are people you thought you would spend a lifetime with and they showed you why you shouldn't have chose them. But I think you also you showed them why they should have chose you. And again, I feel like that's this life path for you. Is you feel, I want to say some of you feel doomed. Some of you feel doomed. I'm doomed to be alone. I'm doomed to be misunderstood. I'm always going to be the one where people don't understand me. People don't get me. They see me, but they don't see me. And I think what Spirit is telling you is that it could maybe seem that you're cursed, but that you're not. Because again, it's an energy of these people have disappointed me and they've shown me what I shouldn't believe in. But there's another side of that coin. There's another side to that dollar bill. There's another side to that envelope. And what the other side is that, yeah, they might have shown you what love isn't, what love ain't, what a stable foundation does not look like, how it feels to really be vulnerable and it all work out for you. But those circumstances have also taught them what it's like to fumble a good person, what it's like to fumble someone and something that's got you. I mean, let's be honest, if you watch football, whether it's NCAA or NFL, if you're watching football and somebody fumbles the ball, what does everybody do? Oh, people are cussing, people are mad, people are pissed. Not just everyone watching. Also, the player is going to get pissed. How did I let that slip out of my fingers? I thought I had a hold on it. I thought I had it. That's what I'm saying here. For some of you, the reason you are where you're at is because too many people thought that they had you. And then they fumbled you. He or she won't get mad at me. He or she won't leave me. He or she won't close this door. He or she, some of you could be a pushover. And some of you in this lifetime, you had to learn how to set firm boundaries and realize that boundaries aren't for them, boundaries are for you. And maybe for too long, you were like, oh no, I got a boundary, but here, come here. Imagine that you set a boundary for your cows, okay? You got a pasture, you got that boundary up. It's an electrical fence, okay? That's you with people. However, for far too long, you were willing to go over there and touch the electrical fence to allow them in. And who got shocked? You did. You did. And what I'm seeing is that you changed your mind. You've changed your perspective. You see things differently. And now that you see it differently, you can't unsee it. It's kind of like getting a piece of chicken. When you first get it, it might not look like it's not cooked, but once you cut it open, you can't unsee the fact that that chicken's not done. I've changed my perspective. When I first looked at the chicken, I was like, oh, this is going to be a good meal. Look at it sizzling. Oh, it looks so good. But when I opened it, I realized, wait a fucking minute, it's raw as hell. This is going to make me sick. No, thank you. I don't want it. So I think you need to know that one of the reasons you are where you're at is because it is crucial for this lifetime. And just because you don't know and don't see certain things doesn't mean that they're not happening behind the scenes. I think a lot of people have changed their perspective around you. They see you as someone who shouldn't be played with. They see you as someone who, when you made your mind up, you made your mind up. You could have that ego where if I said I ain't ever talking to you again, I fucking said it. Some of you could be being seen through those eyes now. And you could be being seen like that by people who once maybe took you for granted. Again, they're showing me a football game, and the player fumbles the ball, and then they try to grab the ball up and act like they didn't fumble it. That's what I'm saying here. What's going to happen? They're going to call it. Give us the ball. Let's do it again. Come on. New play. So what do you need to know about the people who fumbled you? What do you need to know? What's their perspective around you? Well, a lot of the people who fumbled you see you as someone who's confident. They see you as someone who's very independent. You're stable. You're abundant. And they're missing out with the Five of Pentacles. So a lot of people who fumbled you, friends, maybe lovers, family members, people who wanted to be in your life, but they didn't. They fucked around. They found out and they ain't anymore. I think one of the things that you're not realizing, Pisces, is baby, you're an exclusive club. What do I mean by that? Well, if you're older, you remember when being an influencer become popular. What would happen? Okay, well, all of these celebrities or people who wanted to be influencers would go to certain clubs that had status. Maybe these clubs ain't even open anymore, but those clubs have status. So they knew, okay, if I'm in that club, I'm probably going to be successful, because let's be honest, if you surround yourself with successful people, they have successful mindsets, they have successful habits, that tends to rub off on you. So when it comes to you, people see you as that VIP club. You're the club where we want to get in, but you're also the club where we're sitting out at the end of the curb and we're standing in line, and we've been standing in line for 6 hours and it ain't moving. Because that's how clubs used to be back then. I don't know if they are now. I ain't been in a hot ass minute. But if you tried to go to a club that was very popular, that a lot of people went to, including famous people, unless you knew somebody, you weren't getting in. Okay? It didn't matter how long you stood out there. It didn't matter how long you flirted with someone. They weren't going to let you in because it was exclusive. And deep down you knew, fuck, I'm missing out. I bet they in there having so much fun. Oh, I'm missing out. That's how people feel when it comes to you. You're the exclusive club where maybe they once had the ability to get into the club. Maybe they once had that VIP access. But that VIP access has been revoked. Some people got close, but not close enough. So a lot of people are seeing you as the person where I wish I could experience life with Pisces and through Pisces eyes. Because a lot of people see you as someone who, yeah, you have this no bullshit attitude, but there's also this very carefree, kind of like a flower on a summer day. I ain't got no fucks to give. I'm gonna flourish regardless. That's what I'm seeing with your energy. And that's how a lot of people who fumbled you are now viewing you. And it's interesting because you're questioning maybe where you went wrong. Okay, what choices did I make that were maybe the wrong choices? Whether it was the lovers, whether it was a direction, whether it was cutting someone off when maybe I should have tried a little bit harder, or not cutting them off soon enough. You're reevaluating the choices that you've made. But other people are evaluating you as an individual, and they're thinking, damn, I wish I would have tried to get to know them more. I wish I would have been willing to communicate more. There could even be an energy here with the Page and Nine of Pentacles that a lot of people learn from you, which could be the reason why they fumble you. And I'm not making excuses, but it's like they don't know any better. Okay? Here's an example. I was talking to somebody the other day. The other day was a few years ago. And I made a comment about gaslighting. And this person was like, yeah, gaslight you. I'm going to gaslight you. I'm going to get you gaslit up. And I just kind of looked at them and I was like, you don't understand that that's abuse. Like, you think it's something cute. You think I'm trying to flirt. I ain't trying to flirt with you. In that moment, that person learned, oh, wait a minute. I've been doing something that you deem as abuse, and I didn't know until you told me. You just told me something. Now I know. Oh, that's what I'm saying here. So for some of you, even the people who have fumbled you could be people who made the wrong choice and did the wrong thing and didn't know better. Now here's the thing. I ain't talking about cheating. If it's just someone who cheated on you, you best damn know they knew better. And if they try to use that excuse, don't be ignorant, okay? These are people who, again, these could be the friends who didn't invite you to things. but then expect it to be a big part of your life. Okay, well, you don't invite me to things. So no, when I get married, you're not invited. When I have children, you're not invited. When I go on a vacation and I'm inviting my friends, I don't mean to be mean, but you're not the first friend that comes to my mind. Not to be mean, but you fumbled this relationship. I've been trying to meet up. I still want to hang out once a week. You don't. That's fine. But you fumbled it. You no longer want to hold on to this tightly. Okay, that's what I'm seeing here. So there could be an energy where people are kind of changing how they view you. Maybe people who once didn't understand you, people who didn't want to understand you, they now appreciate you on a different level. These could even be people who don't like you. I don't like you, but I appreciate you because I appreciate that I know you're always going to be honest. I appreciate the fact that I know you're always going to show up, even if you're not my favorite coworker or employee. I know you're going to be here. You're dependable. That's what I'm saying here. Be a little bit more. Yeah, a lot of, see, 8 of Cups. A lot of people could even be thinking about the separation. These people who fumbled you. How the confusion, the illusion, or the fact that there was a lot of options to choose from is no more. So again, I'm definitely seeing an energy here of, no, we know Pisces don't fuck with us. Why did these people fumble you? Yeah, there could have been something here about like movement too quickly. This could also be impulsiveness. This could be the energy of, I think I have a bright idea. Oh, this wasn't a bright idea after all kind of thing. Some of you are still focusing on someone and the fact that it didn't turn out how you wanted it to turn out. Now, I see that whoever that is, it could be someone who cares about you, or it could be a water sign. That person isn't focused on this relationship. Yeah, they're focused on other collaborations. They could have regrets around your guys' dynamic. However, they're not really focused on this relationship as a whole. Love kind of stresses them out. So if you're at a place where you're like, Danielle, me and someone's in no contact, or the person that I classify the love of my life, or someone I want to grow with or get to know, isn't really showing me the same interest, Spirit could be telling you, okay, you're paying attention to what's not working out, but what you're not seeing is that this person is trying to maybe ignore the situation as a whole. I'm going to ignore if there's been an ending. I'm going to ignore that I don't have this where I want it. I'm going to ignore the fact that I'm emotionally invested, or I really care about you, or that I have emotions. Yeah, we'll ignore that. It's like someone's in a place of ignoring, and you're in a place of really feeling the pain, seeing the pain. What you might not know is that this person is focused on other collaborations. So when it comes to love, if you gave them 2 options, okay, this or that. You want to go hang out with your friends, you want to hang out with me, I'll hang out with my friends. You want to go to the gym, or you want to go with me to a concert, I'll go to the gym. They're going to pick different collaborations because thinking about collaborating and emotion being involved and love being involved and things like that being involved makes them anxious. It stresses them out. So they are going to pick things that feel a lot more like carefree, light, without expectations. Because let's be honest, when you start dating someone, you have expectations. I expect you to make me some sort of priority. I expect you to communicate with me whether or not you're in this, you're out. And if you don't, I'm out. So some of you could be kind of thinking about someone like that. And if you are, be careful of giving this person too much mental energy. They could be having regrets. They could be disappointed. But until they're willing to conquer some sort of blockage and go after something that they want, and they see if it can be successful or victorious, there's nothing here to be recognized. You can't make someone see that they want you. They have to either want you or they don't. That's kind of what I'm getting. You can't persuade nobody, okay? But yeah, okay, so let's get just a little bit more. Give me a little bit. I don't know why I want to do this. Some of you, if you have children, this time is for you to get closer to your child. For some of you, there could be something here where this time is allowing you to heal an inner child inside of you. a version of you that maybe once didn't believe in certain experiences or certain ways of life. And it is possible for you, but you just had to be willing to see it. So an example would be, some of you was maybe conditioned that certain ways of life was normal, whether it's toxic relationships, things not working out on the first get-go, people fumbling you and then them realizing what they have, you always being the giver. It's like whatever you were conditioned to believe, some of you need to do some soul searching to figure out what that was. Now, this could be something you watched growing up. Maybe the men in your family were pushovers. Maybe the women in your family were pushovers. Not everything that we tend to learn is taught like your ABCs. It's habit. We pick it up because we're around it a lot. And I feel like for some of you, there could be something to do with your inner child that needs to be healed, that needs to be released, that needs to be noticed. So your dreams, your wishes, your goals can be achieved. Yeah, somebody's going to give you a message of truth. This could be, either this is a past person about to come in and give you a message of truth. Hey, the truth is, this is how I've been feeling, this is what I think, and this is what I want. And it's going to give you full clarity so you can move forward with complete wisdom. You won't be making a choice from a place of question. You will know how that person feels, what they think, if it's a past person. Some of you, though, there's a new person coming in who could have an official title. So they could work for some sort of government establishment. So they could work for a federal agency, a state agency. They could work for a national park. They could be an ambulance driver, a firefighter, a police officer, a judge, a mayor. They could work in the courthouse. They could have some sort of official status. Some of you, you're about to get a message of truth from someone who is really interested in you, but I think you don't know. So you might go to court. I don't know, this is random. You might go to court and there could be someone in the courthouse. Maybe it's a clerk that works there. Maybe it's a gentleman that takes the people in and out. You're going for a parking ticket. That gentleman, though, might be single, might catch your eye, and you guys might hit it off. Let's say you go up to the clerk to pay your ticket that you got. You might go up to the clerk that works at the courthouse to pay off your ticket and realize, wait, this person's single, and damn, I'm really into you. I am seeing that there's a possibility for something new here to flourish. Someone who is ready to be a partner. This person is stable. They're consistent. They're abundant. They're an action taker. And once they know that you're interested in them, this is going to move very quickly. Or once you know the light is green. So if you're a man, it's like as soon as I know the light is green, I'm taking action. This is a man. As soon as he knows that you're interested, or as soon as that conversation starts, there's going to be action taken. And I see a lot of happiness coming from that relationship. So for a lot of you, you've had to let people in your past fumble you to recognize that you don't deserve to be fumbled. What happens if a player keeps fumbling the ball? We're going to take their fucking ass out of the game. You need to go sit down. I don't know why you got jelly fingers today, but you need to go sit the hell down before you make us lose this game. Same for love. You going to keep letting people fumble you, baby? How many times you going to let them fumble you? Because I'm just going to be blunt. If my kid's in a football game, you got one time to have jelly fingers before I'm going to be screaming at you. You better get those fingers together. You better figure it out. You better go straight train. You better go do something. Quit fumbling. So some of you needed to get to a place where you no longer allowed people to fumble you. You no longer allowed people to change their mind, see what they missed out on, see what they missed. It's a little bit of like, you didn't get it when you had the chance, sucks to suck, sucks to be you. And some of you could be getting a new person coming in that's very respected in their environment, in their county, in their town, where they work. Again, they're stable, they're consistent. Somebody might end up, okay, so hold on a second. Somebody might end up hooking you two up. So this could be a friend of a friend. This could be a friend saying, hey, you know, so-and-so thinks you're hot, right? Like, did you know that? No? Okay, well, and then that person might say it, and then the other person might be like, ooh, I should go say something to him. Oh, but I don't know. So again, this could be a friend hooking you and someone new up. I am seeing that. This could be, let's say you have married friends. I don't know why, but this is random. Let's say you have married friends. You're friends with the husband. Well, their wife might have a friend that's actually into you. Loves seeing you, thinks you're hot as hell, wants to be with you. I'm seeing that there's possibility of something like that growing. I see someone saying something. I see someone expressing. So it's an energy of like, I mean, you can say something if you want, just don't say anything too crazy. And then that person's going to go in the room and be like, you know, so-and-so thinks you're attractive. I mean, I ain't trying to say y'all should be together. I'm just letting you know. And then that could make that person reach out and go, you know, so-and-so told me what you said. Now, I am saying that there might not be a full forthcoming of we should go out, we should date, we should, but it's a little bit of like, ha, 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 ha. Oh my gosh, I can't believe that person has to go out and say it like that. I told them to be subtle kind of thing. Yeah. So again, if some of you are dealing with someone where you're in no contact and you're waiting for them to come back and give you some sort of reunion, I see that you're more open to reuniting and the other person is a lot more, well, I want to be stingy. I don't want to make any moves. So one of you could be at a place of, I want to share everything. And then the person you're in no contact with could be in the energy of, but I don't want to share nothing. So again, be careful of waiting someone to come back and sweep you off your feet when they're showing you with their behavior that they don't want that. Someone will show you with their actions what they want. And if their actions are indecisive or they're not taking action at all, that's an answer. So for some of you, you need to quit thinking, hoping, or wishing for someone to come back and ask you out and apologize and reunite with you, because that person could be more in like a shutdown mode. That person could be in more of a selfish, this season is about me, not about we. And Spirit is saying, and if that's the case, if that is your story, allow us to bring you someone new who might be better for you. Because for some of you, there is someone new in your environment who is a very loving individual. And again, I think someone you know knows this person. And that person's very loving. Now, they don't go around showing it to everyone because they've been burned. And they've changed their perspective when it comes to love. They now know what love is and what love ain't. Maybe at one point they were infatuated with someone and they realized quickly the difference between infatuation and love. I see that person, if you decide to explore with a new person, I think it's going to move slowly. So you guys might date or talk for 4 weeks or 4 months before it really starts picking up and you guys start really talking about something more. But yeah, I am seeing that. So if some of you do want someone new, maybe be open to a friend of a friend or an acquaintance or someone hooking you up. Be willing to explore something that you might have not wanted to explore before. Does that make sense? Okay? All right, leave it here. Have a blessed day.